Hi, hi everyone.
Wenn dein Kind mit dem Lernen kämpft und du bereit bist, alles zu tun, um zu helfen, dann lass dich doch von Ghost Jugend unterstützen. Mit dem Einzelunterricht erhält jeder Schüler die perfekte Lernhilfe. Jederzeit und an jedem.
Hi everyone. Well, just check how are you? Just check my voice first. Seems alright. My head lots of technical preparation anyway. Hi everyone. Oh, seems alright. Okay, we can start. Hi everyone, welcome to Insights with Lily Zhang. Today is December the 5th. Well, today I feel quite nervous because I'm going to, if you look at my topic, it's a really challenging question. I'm gonna ask, what if COVID-19 is a fake? Well, why do I ask this question? Because I was a believer. Oh, I'm still, I hope this is not fake. But currently I have to ask questions. If you watch my video last week, I started asking questions because I have questions. Like I said before, I was a believer. I think I'm still a believer. I follow every rule. I got my vaccine. I got more than 2 vaccines. I probably already got my booster. I had 3 vaccines. So I was a believer of vaccine. I was a believer of this whole pandemic. In 2019, early 2020, I was the very first ones to report this pandemic started in China. After 2 years, this is a global pandemic. I think we've all gone through all those pains. We've gone through all sorts of lockdowns. I've been to Australia, been to quarantine in Australia. I've been to lockdown in Australia and lockdown in Germany. So I've been through, like all of you, I've been through all of this. And I follow all the rules, the 2G, 3G, whatever G. Yeah, I had my vaccine because I believe in herd immunity. I believe once, we've been told by the government, by all sorts of scientists or doctors, once we get our vaccine, once the population reaching 70%, the virus cannot spread, or the pandemic should finish. Okay, now 2 years. 2 years, I think especially the countries I've been to, Australia, Italy, Germany, some part of Europe. Yes, we've been vaccinated. Australia and New Zealand, they're reaching 80%. And Germany, so far, the official rate is 68% of people are fully vaccinated. Plus, the over 5 million people already infected. So at least 75% of Germans are immune or supposed to be immune. And Portugal, Israel, they have more than 80%. They have the highest vaccinated rate in the world, 80%. So after 2 years, we should be immune. We should reaching herd immunity. And also, I check the recent R ratio, which is the virus reproduction ratio, which is 0.89 to 0.9. Basically, is lower than 1. Anybody got any scientific background will know when this R ratio is lower than 1, the virus cannot spread more than 1 person, which means the pandemic should be finished. Is it? Not really. Well, we've seen Germany has the highest daily rate every day, 60 to 70,000 people infected each day. And the restrictions are more and more, 2G plus 3G, blah, blah, blah. And also we have a new variant on the rise from South Africa. The Omicron actually supposed to be called variant Xi, according to the Greek alphabetic. But yeah, because WHO is so considerate, because coincidentally the Chinese president is called President Xi. So they cannot call this virus or new variant Xi. Coronavirus Xi. Ooh, that doesn't sound anything bad or wrong to me, but really the fact is, if we call a variant Xi, coronavirus variant Xi, it's a no-go area for WHO. Why is that? Because President Xi is called Xi too. That's why the whole word, we cannot call a virus variant Xi. Okay, I can understand that part, although that's very alarming. When basically all over the world, all scientists say the new variant Omicron, they know nothing about that. They know nothing about it, how lethal it is, and just there are some cases come out, but what's the spread rate, what is the death rate? Nothing. But on the contrast, most of the countries or the government become so panicky. Israel closed its border, and Portugal start its restrictions again. And Austria is talking about new lockdowns, and Germany is tighten up all the measures. And also so many countries just stop flights with Southern Africa before they know anything about this new variant. Why is that? So from a believer of this virus, from a believer of all the government rules and this kind of science, I start asking questions. And guess what? I don't get answer. That means I'm just an average person. I'm a business person. I ask these questions. Why? With vaccination rate more than 75%, why there's no herd immunity? Why Germany has such a high infection rate after majority of the population being vaccinated? Why countries like Mexico, Paraguay, or Malaysia, their vaccination rate is less than 50%? But they don't have many new cases. Why? So, and also, is there something, I asked this question, why has nobody in the government asked this question? Why there's nobody, publicly, no scientists, no doctors ask this simple question? Why nobody asks why this pandemic supposed to not finished, when most of the population has already been vaccinated? Okay, basically nobody answered my question. That's why I have to find answers by myself. My answers, if I find answers by myself, my mind just go wild. The wildest question in my mind is, something wrong with this pandemic or something wrong with this vaccine? The fundamental question or the bravest question I'm going to ask is, what if? Why nobody asks what if? Well, me publicly. I don't know if my video today will reach the public. We all understand YouTube, they censor, they give you, I've already got quite a lot of marks. But if you see my video today, that means we still have some kind of freedom of speech. I have to ask this question, what if? What if this whole COVID-19 is fake? I feel very uncomfortable to ask this question. I mean, this question should be asked in Parliament. This question should be asked in scientific field, should be asking in hospitals. What if, let's go wild. What if this COVID-19 is fake? It's not surprising. Actually, there's so many things in history that's fake. Just like I grew up in China. The whole communist thing is fake. I grew up believe the communist is the best system in the whole world. We were like North Korean people, we were the happiest people in the whole world. We were taught, we were believed that Americans or Europeans, they all live in hell. That's what we've been taught to believe. Yeah, I can understand. So in history, there are so many fake things. And well, that's why I'm asking this brave question. What if the COVID-19 is fake? Are you dare to ask this question? Are you dare to think if this COVID whole thing is fake? Well, let's have some assumptions. Who will benefit the most from this pandemic? I think pharmaceuticals, they made lots of money. Some billionaires, according to statistics, we have a couple of billionaires, their wealth doubled in last 16 months. Wow, so many people are locked down, so many people lost their jobs, so many businesses out of money. We have quite a lot of billionaires double their wealth. Well, if they double their wealth, that's billions of dollars. Yep, so the billionaires and the pharmaceutical companies, definitely, they like this kind of, so if this fake doesn't matter to them, well, I think they like the result. And another beneficiaries are government and the media. Government, definitely, I'm not talking about all government. We have, I don't know, I don't want to believe this is a fake thing because we probably see almost all government follow this story. But, government people, they are not the most, they're not the smartest people in the world. And they make lots of mistakes, especially politicians. They get used to lie, they get used to fake. So are they going to benefit from this COVID-19? I think, if I am in power, in control, I really quite enjoy this because nobody questions what I'm telling the public to do. I can tell the public when they can go out, when they can have their party, what they should believe, what they shouldn't believe. And in the media, I'm so enjoying. There's no opposition. Whatever I tell the media to do, they follow. Whatever the media and the storytelling public will follow. Yeah, so as government, I think I'm talking about what if today. If I'm the government, I really enjoy the current situation. That's just so much less trouble. Nobody questioning my decisions. Yeah, and we've seen protests. Another question is, we've seen so many protests. Why? people just say, or the government or the media tell you people are anti-vaccine, anti-measurement or restrictions. But anybody interview those people? Why they anti-vaccine? Anybody, is there any debate in government or scientific field why there are some scientists against this whole COVID-19 thing and they against vaccine? Why? Why we only have one voice from the government, from the mainstream media? Are we still in a freedom? Are we still in a free world? Oh my God. This is the hardest question. Are we still in the free world? From someone growing up in communist country, I was so get used to only hear one voice, only one opinion, one voice from the government, from the media. I knew how that felt, and I knew how that feel too. Well, sometimes people feel safe. It's safe. There's nothing controversial. Yeah, everybody believes in one thing. But I have to ask, are we still in a free world? Why there's no debate? Why there's only one voice? Well, and also, why nobody question the vaccine? Oh, well, we have many people question the vaccine, the effectiveness of the vaccine. It's just currently, if you just look at Germany, 75% people are immune. Why the infectious rate so high? Well, it's easy to blame those ones not vaccinated. But if the immune rate, the herd immunity reaching 75%, doesn't matter people vaccinated or not, the pandemic should finish. But on the opposite, we only hear government to push people get the booster shot, and blame those people unvaccinated because they cause this high number. They shouldn't cause. They are not the ones to cause this high number. This high number is caused by, well, a fake statistics or the vaccine doesn't work. Does the vaccine work? How many reviews, how many independent reviews have done on this vaccine? Well, I'm not even going to question the safety of the vaccine. I know normal vaccines take minimum about 10 years to develop. And this vaccine, our COVID-19 vaccine, took about 6 months to develop. And there's no review on those vaccines. What's going on here? Something went wrong here. And from a believer, and also, and another thing, I'm not even a doctor, I'm not a scientist. Even I know there's something called ADE, antibody dependent enhancement. That's the biggest side effect or risk of any vaccine. That means the antibody developed by the vaccine is double-edged sword. One is build up the immune system against the virus. Another one is this will help the virus to attack normal cell. So any vaccine has this risk. And how many research, how many review we have done on the COVID-19 vaccine, on the ADE of COVID-19 vaccine. And this high number of new infection in Germany, is it possible to cause by the ADE? If, just not enough people not vaccinated to be infected again. The R ratio is under 1. Is this high number? Well, number one, is the number real? Is the number fake? Number two is, if the number is real, is that caused by ADE or caused by people not vaccinated? My question is, why nobody asked for a review? What is the government focus on? They focus on get more people vaccinated instead of ask the ADE of the vaccine. So that's why well, I'm not here. I'm still not saying anything. I'm not a conspiracy believer. I'm not create any conspiracy theory. I'm just someone who wants to ask questions, who wants to ask even silly questions like this. What if the COVID-19 is fake? Well, let's I'll just well, I asked this question and I'm going to continue to answer some. Well, I already answered that. You know, some people, some billionaires, government will definitely enjoy if this is fake. The other one benefit from that. On the other hand, if more and more people like me ask this question and go out, try to find the answer. What if COVID-19 is, the whole thing is fake? People are going to get very, very, very angry. I'm going to get angry and I'm going to get scared, not just angry. My fear is we are on the crossroad. Who is behind this? Why, which way? Why do they create this? What do they try to achieve? Who are they? I'm still asking questions. What kind of future humanity face? Well, there's some coincidence. Yes, I'm just forget about this COVID-19 fake or not. I would rather believe it's real and it's going to be an end very soon. But what if this is fake? Well, this is something I ask you, and I hope more people asking these questions. And I actually, just like other things, we are already seeing more and more government control. You know, the government is telling us what kind of car we should drive. We should all drive electric cars, even without thinking what kind of consequence, where the electricity come from. We should all use green energy instead of the traditional energy, which is okay, but you know, where are the electricity come from? Originally, if not enough solar power in the German winter, there's no sun. Yeah, and also, oh yeah, green parties. Germans got a new government now, as they call it Apple government, which is traffic lights government. Yeah, I think the biggest beneficiary probably the Green Party. That's why I just think when government telling us more and more what kind of car we should drive, what kind of energy we should use, what kind of pandemic we have, what kind of vaccine we should have, and they telling us, they force us to do so without questioning. We are heading to a very, very dangerous world. I've been through that. I came from a communist country. I've been through that. I know how they feel. That's fine. I'm just so much value my freedom of asking these questions. I don't know how long I still can ask these questions, but I have to ask these questions. I have to assume something. What if I have to encourage more people to ask these hard questions until they get the answer. Okay, I know that's not an easy topic. Yeah, I know this might makes you feel sad, uncomfortable. Yeah, so many things you believe in might be not true. But as long as you can ask questions, we still have hope. Okay, thank you very much. I see you next time.